Get there now. In Lake Charles, we have a couple of people. Who are we going to? Cal Perry's there. Cal, you should be very near the very worst of it.
Yeah, this absolutely feels like the worst of it by far. I'll leave it to the meteorologist, but when that wind and rain gets that stingy thing, Shep, that's usually when those hurricane force winds are coming. I will apologize, I got a little bit muddled earlier, but as I was saying, it's so incredibly sad here in Lake Charles that you had some people who left 6 weeks ago because they felt like it was going to take a few months to repair their houses. And so many of the houses here in Lake Charles, as we have a little break from the wind here, so many of those houses in Lake Charles are halfway repaired. They've got those blue tarps, or they've got the debris sort of neatly put out onto the street. And as we were driving through town today, trying to get a look at what the damage would become, it was remarkable. It was looking at a fresh hurricane. So I think the concern that officials have, and you heard my colleagues there telling folks, if you're not inside now, you need to just take shelter. It's too late to go anywhere. A lot of the concern that officials have, and rescue officials, is that that debris that was created 6 weeks ago in Hurricane Laura is now just going to be projectiles. It's just going to become very, very dangerous in these places where the storm is coming on shore right now.
You're going to be in the eye, I think, in about 15 minutes. If you can describe for our viewers where you are, how you're sheltered, and what's going on around you.
I'm on a low-level balcony of a very large hotel, so it's buffing the wind coming from this way, but not from this way, and this is where the storm is coming from. The crew is very sort of happily inside. We're trying to keep the audio good. This is as bad as it's gotten, Shep. I mean, this is pretty bad. This feels like hurricane force winds. And what it's doing is there's a little beach behind me that comes off of this cove, and it's literally moving the sand now off of the pool. As these bands come through, it gets really, really bad. This is as bad as it's been.
Yeah, I believe it, because I'm looking at the radar, and the eye wall, the strongest winds, the eye wall, that's it. It's on you right this second.
It feels like we're getting buried now in it. What is sad about when you come to this hotel in the middle of a pandemic is this hotel is packed, like all the hotels in Lake Charles. And so people are sheltering, they're trying to keep an eye on it. Hopefully, one of the small mercies of this storm is that it's so fast moving that maybe in a couple of hours it's past us. But until that eye wall gets past, Jeff, I know you've done a lot of these out on the ground, until that eye wall gets past and then that storm shifts, you're really not out of danger. And it's that wind shifting that at times can be really dangerous, especially with debris in the area.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.